into international politics. But before we go there, I want to finish up on Trump and Gaza. I want to move to Trump and Gaza. How disingenuous was it for the President of the United States to be hand-wringing with the Prime Minister of Great Britain over starvation in Gaza when Trump is the principal cause of it?
All right, now, so before Scott Ritter answers that question, in this clip, now this is the clip where you are going to see Scott Ritter and Judge Andrew Napolitano discuss exactly the atrocities that are going on in Gaza, the starvation, the lies that are being told, and I'm going to add in a clip. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into that. It is an absolute disgrace to humanity, guys. Please, as a matter of fact, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But you know what? More importantly, hit the like button, because we want a video like this to move, and that is how it moves in the algorithms. I really appreciate even one person who watches. Let's get into it.
It's 100% hypocritical. Donald Trump, if this was a just world, Donald Trump would be labeled a war criminal, arrested, tried before an appropriate tribunal for crimes against humanity. He is not only facilitating genocide through starvation, he is the architect of genocide through starvation. This is a man who, when he first put out his insane concept of depopulation of Gaza, I thought it was just a ploy. I mean, I talked about it with you, and I said, look, he's just putting out a ridiculous ploy to get a counteroffer from people. But now he's acting on it. He's done this in collusion with the Israelis, who've straight up said that they're going to starve them, the Palestinians, out. This is American policy. This is Israeli policy. And it's criminal in the most obscene definition of the term. Donald Trump is a criminal. I mean, we can't excuse this as Americans. We simply can't excuse this.
I'm gonna right there. So let's let that marinate. Right? Do you hear that? Right? There's no excuse. This is, we can't even decouple and say, well, we don't do things like that. This is not the American way. In fact, we can't excuse ourselves from it. Scott Ritter's right. I mean, Scott Ritter's right. Listen, let's just do this. Let's be transparent and get it out the way. It's frustrating because you sit here and you're like, well, what can I even do? I can't drive to the White House and tell these people not to, allow this to continue to happen. I can't stop. I have no control. But let's take a few steps back and understand that we still have a form of power. And you know what it is? It's our voices. And so we have to make a strong voice. I know it sounds like a movie. It's not. It's real. What Scott Ritter is saying is so true. It should shake you to your core. And more people need to speak up about it. And I'm not telling you to do anything dumb. I'm telling you how you can speak up about it is supporting somebody who's independent, who is speaking up about it. Or if you can get your voice out there, tell your people at church, hey, did you see what's going on in Gaza? Do you know that we're a part of this too? This is not right, as far as our American system. We need to say no and just collectively come together and say this is not right. You know why? Because, well, number one, it isn't. I mean, it's horrendous. Horrendous is just, it's a nice term. I don't have the words anymore for this kind of evil that is taking place on this earth. Purposeful starvation, then slaughter. Then when they go back to get the food, they slaughter them. And Trump knows this is happening. This is an American policy. You know why? Because we continue to fund Israel while they're committing this crime to humanity upon the world like this.
Or can we tolerate this? And yet we do. Our silence is condemning to everybody. We are starving people to death to achieve the depopulation of a region that, which the whole concept of this is in total violation of everything we stand for as a people, everything humanity is supposed to stand for collectively. This is the kind of gross criminal activity on a scale that approaches what we would expect from Adolf Hitler. Yes, I am comparing Donald Trump to Adolf Hitler. Take a look at the taking down of the Warsaw Ghetto by the Nazis back in World War II. Compare and contrast that to what's happening right now in Gaza. It's the same philosophy, same tactics, the whole thing, the brutality of it all. So no, he gets no slack on this. Donald Trump should forever be condemned wherever he walks as a war criminal who facilitated genocide of the Palestinian people through starvation.
One of his supporters in the House of Representatives, I really never heard of this fellow before just the other day, Congressman Randy Fine, Fine, a Republican from Florida, actually put out on his own Twitter account, "Okay, then, starve away." Do you believe that until then, there it is, release the hostages, until then, starve away? This shows, I think, how widespread is the depravity amongst people in the American government that they can make a statement like that.
Basically, anything you say that can be perceived to be in defense of Israel is a defensible statement. Again, in a just world, Randy Fine just earned himself a spot at the gallows. Literally, this is a hanging offense.
It is. All right, because I don't want, I'm sorry. It just is. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to pretend that this is not happening? Am I supposed to pretend that these people don't make me so sick? They make me so sick. They make me so sick, and I can't reach them to put my hands, okay. I can't reach them to caress their throats. Yeah, it does evoke that kind of anger out of me. I'm sorry, but it does. Okay, so and then here we go, and we have here, Charlie Kirk. No, Israel is not starving Gazans. By the way, they're Palestinians in Gaza. I get a little weird about that. Anomalies calling out. There's no way Charlie Kirk would be making this video if his career and organization wasn't propped up by Zionist donors. It's more. It's like. But it's becoming it is a dangerous movement. Turning Point, I personally will say, is an antichrist, dangerous movement. Don't get it twisted. This channel, as much as I'm speaking about geopolitics, I'm a Christian, right? So to lie like that and then call yourself a Christian, and so what, you woke up this morning and ate pancakes after telling that lie? I'm trying to see the even. And not to say even, Nick Fuentes called him out, But hold on, because I really want to see the clip where he says this nonsense. Look at this.
Scandalized.
Mind you, this video, and I just want you to see just a little bit of it. I'm definitely not going to play the whole 11 minutes. This video was made specifically for Twitter.
And this weekend, there was an all-out propaganda campaign trying to make it seem as if Israel is intentionally starving the people of Gaza. I hate being lied to, especially by the media networks. They lied to us about COVID. They lied to us about the vaccines. They lied to us about open borders. They lied to us Hunter Biden laptop. Joining us now is Rabbi Walicki, a great friend, and thank you so much for defending me the other day. Rabbi Walicki, you're also the YouTube, people can find you on YouTube, Israel 365. Rabbi, let's just go through the facts here, and then let's get into the lies. What is the situation in Gaza as the truth would bear it out, not the New York Times propagandist network?
Well, if we're talking about the starvation lie, and thank you, Charlie, thank you for having me on to talk about this. It's so important because this is really pure propaganda, as you say. So since the beginning of the war, since October 7th, the whole issue of the food getting into Gaza and how much food is getting in has been weaponized by Hamas and by the.
And they're going to start to get ready to lie to you and tell you that they used the kid in a picture who in fact is not in Gaza starving. So because, and look, I don't know who the child is in the picture or why they chose to use the picture or whatever. I don't know whether the picture is right or wrong, but then they're going to go and they're going to tell you that, well, because the New York Times did this, and because I didn't watch the whole video and haven't debunked it, I'll even, say that that maybe the New York Times did do what they said. and that they did use the wrong type of picture. And it does come off with that picture, their article, as propaganda. But you better believe that there are children, there are people. It doesn't, children, yes, children evoke a serious emotion out of you. People are starving in Gaza, and then they're being killed on the way to get a little bit of flour. They're living off lents. What's happening in the world today is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. It is an absolute disgrace.